5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Tetris! Oh, the Buko chants. There was Buko here yesterday.
Oh, so it looks like something might be up on Andy's board. We'll see if there might be a reset. Oh, they might not have had the same seed.
Oh, possum.
Maybe? I don't know. Or something happened.
Well, let's pay attention to the bottom. So
All
early
right.
on here, Cole's setting up a column 3 dirty Tetris.
Yeah, so Cole's a fascinating story. His appearance this weekend was a secret.
Oh, that's right. I heard about that.
Yeah.
Tetris Ranger and
Hazel
kind of like opened up the room, and there was Cole.
Yeah. And
Surprise.
They've been a wonderful supportive group all weekend towards each other. They all ended up making the brackets. I think Hazel was a last-minute clutch to get into the silver bracket. Tetris Ranger also did well, and Cole clutching up a spot in gold. And he's making the most of it so far. He's in a lead versus Dog. Dog takes it back, and Cole gets it back. We're now up on the top. They're getting going. Abby Normal, thank you so much for that $50 contribution.
So if you're new to what the heck, why is this different than what we do in Pasadena? This is a DAS tournament. DAS stands for Directional Auto Shift or Delayed Auto Shift.
Yeah.
Depending on which D you prefer. That's, in layman's terms, it's it's holding the controller the old school way. Both hands, left and right motion just by holding in the D-pad rather than rapid tapping or rolling. So your lateral movements are a bit slower, and therefore speeds at like level 29 are way more difficult to play. We call this the Jonas Cup because our 7-time world champion Jonas Neubauer did use that play style to win all those world titles back in the 20-teens.
Yeah, and it's not about limiting the field at all, as I've seen some commentators may speculate. This is about really opening it up to everybody. So oftentimes with like the tapping and other stuff, there may be some people who can't quite pull it off with their hands. And, we always want to celebrate the people who can genetically pull things off that other people can. But DAS is open to all. Anybody can do it. So it is a great equalizer and also a very fitting tribute to the #1 of all time DAS World Champion titles, Jonas Neubauer.
So we got about a 1 Tetris lead for Cole up down here at the bottom, but a very close game. And up top, they have started, and it's about a half Tetris lead for Vance as they kind of rubber band back and forth.
Yeah.
$200 contribution from Nate Swanson.
Oh
We've
my
now
goodness.
passed $2,000. We are racing toward that $5,000 goal to get 2 of our players over to Germany. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yes, and that's huge, $200, and that I think also might be getting us over to Nation, where we'll be spreading some prize money around the top 4 as well.
Yes. If we can get to the 5,000, we will pay our top 16 players. So again, flying out to the Pacific Northwest is a little more expensive than say Los Angeles. So
Yeah.
any way we can get our players' cost covered is much appreciated. So 4 close games all around, lots of clean boards all around. We talk about DAS being the old style, and you see some of the, with less maneuverability, you tend to see the crazier builds and more digging than in a typical rolling match with the open scene. But these players have gotten so good at stacking with the DAS playstyle. I think they kind of learned that from rolling at level 29 speeds. They kind of learn how to stack with limited maneuverability, and they transfer that stacking knowledge over to the DAS game with the slower speeds.
Yeah, I think it goes both ways too. I've seen some of the smartest players in the world, at least for how they train, like Fractal. Back before there were all these DAS tournaments, he was saying like after he won his CTWC title in 2023, how was he practicing for Roll 29? He said he was playing DAS 19. It was the same sort of stacking principles that helped him. So it's about like playing safe, playing smart, and we've seen just even with like the AI revolution. Not with chatbots in Tetris, but with stacking intelligence. There is such a high skill ceiling with stacking that Greg Cannon with Stack Rabbit and everything showed that was possible, and these players have been able to bring into DAS. Like, we've seen such a skill ceiling explode with DAS that I've talking to other vets, they never thought possible.
Cole with the hanging of that diving board up on and near halfway up, so that's going to lose some of his pace. He's ahead by 2 Tetrises, but this is going to probably tie this game up.
Oh
nice.
My gosh.
That's a swag solve.
That's some really nice solves by Cole to survive that. Sudoka Nard, thank you so much for the $200 contribution.
Hope to meet Dog in Cologne.
Oh my gosh, yeah, Dog in Cologne would be amazing.
These are some amazing pre-transition scores. Cole's looking for a 600,000 transition. Dog only a Tetris behind.
Yeah,
so this is, it's almost like DAS isn't even a factor here at the 18 speeds, but we'll see things change here at 19.
Yeah, Cole punching so much above his weight according to his seed. Ooh. Oh, misses a little bit of a T-spin right there. But he should easily get into transition. He gets the triple and one more line till transition. We'll see how he plays this. You don't want to have an awkward board going into transition, especially with DAS. Dog transitions with 538. That's a solid transition score.
It's right where you want to be.
And Cole again plays it safe. He doesn't try to set up for a crazy Tetris. With DAS, it's very important that level 19 transition to have a smooth sail into that.
Up top, we've got a 3,800 point difference here. Vance with a very slight lead.
Dog going with the column 8 well. You don't normally see that. It's the old Quaid tradition to have the center well, but Dog's just trying to get some Tetrises here so that he can score while burning down. And there it is.
And you see the disadvantage of that center wells is you end up burning a lot more pieces. And you have to maintain 2 stacks, and one of the reasons why Quaid's game was so fascinating back in the day, that he was able to do that so efficiently.
Yeah. Pax L Cat, thank you for the $50 contribution. We're up to $2,400. BGJ Hawk 80 with the $100 contribution.
Oh man, the money's coming in fast and furious here. I'm loving it.
Paxel Cat with another $50 contribution.
Paxel saying go Scooty.
Go Scooty, yes.
Scooty's over on channel 2 though, so they can talk about Scooty over there.
Yes.
But here we are into the 19 speed. So you at 130 lines, we do transition to level 19, and stores start to progress, and the speed jumps 50%.
Yeah, so the two Arteaga brothers holding on to slim leads. Cole actually takes the lead back there. Both Vance and Cole, the massive underdogs coming into these matches, are making the Arteaga brothers earn this. Oh my goodness, they are putting up quite the fight. Vance gets the right piece to open up the Tetris well, but is going to need something fast. Doesn't have full burn options. Now needs something for the left. That's his last burn available. He needs a line piece now. Oh, and he gets it.
Nicely done, just in time. Cole has lost his lead now to Dog, as you see the transitions really affected the play styles.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Cole with some awkward board parity, but he is getting this open, and you never know with DAS. Your opponent could top out anytime. Cole is well within striking distance.
Generally in DAS, you don't want to go above the halfway point on your board. Mm-hmm. So if you see your players flirting with that halfway point, they're going to burn immediately to get back to safety.
So again, up top, we're seeing Andy play so rock solid. Again, one of his best statistics is that he makes it to level 28 over 70% of the time, which is so much higher than everybody else in the scene. And so you can never count on Andy to top out early. You have to take him the distance. You have to pace with him.
Both video game brothers really showing their mettle here at 19. And there's a top out from Cole, and Dog takes game number 1.
And that's the way it is with DAS. Cole had the long bars, but that little bit of a hang with losing the DAS, and things just spiraled out. He wasn't able to get the long bar over. So that's the real difference with DAS versus other play styles, that if you mess up a move in DAS, it screws up your DAS for the next piece. So it's kind of like a double misdrop situation.
Right.
With tapping, you can just, you miss a tap, but your tap is loaded for the next piece.
Right. In DAS, you're having to hold in your left and right input before the next piece appears on the screen.
Right.
If you don't have that left or right held in before the piece arrives, you cannot go left and right laterally unless the stack's at the very bottom of the board.
We saw that with Vance. Right? He got a long bar when he had the Tetris open, but he lost DAS in the previous piece. Fortunately, got another long bar to survive, but this is near the end.
At the top, we're getting near to 29, and it's a 2.5 Tetris difference, so Vance has to ball out
he has
and
to
get
go
all
perfect.
Tetris.
Yeah, so he's going to build off one row off the bottom here. He knows he's got to go all out to have a chance.
And even 3 behind, and he's not getting the line piece. And that's going to do it. Pixel Andy is going to take it, and maybe mulling out a max out here.
Yeah, we'll see. Level 28, you can do it without too much of a time commitment.
Yeah, gonna get another with one away. Not quite.
Dude, that's friggin' ridiculous. Like, I remember 10 years ago, you just give up if you had DAS halfway up the board on 29 like that. Pixel Andy still ekes out lines. Corin Elizabeth.
Go ahead, $50 donation. Thank you.
You so much, Corin.
Look at that total, keep rising. Nearly 2,500. All right, game 2 has started at the bottom. Shout-outs to our judge extraordinaire, Possum Bakes.
Oh no, Cole with a hang on the right. He needs a long bar. That is inaccessible if he gets droughted here.
There's no burning here. Okay,
Oh, and my
he gets it.
That was a do or die situation for Cole to get that Tetris. Now it is possible for him to dig down, but it is going to cause him to dig for quite some time.
With the rollers, it's so common to watch players just dance around at the top of the board at level 18, but that is not going to happen in DAS. So if you get to 2/4 or 3/4 or 2/3 of the way up the board, it's going to be a game over.
Yeah.
But Dog is going to take advantage and build a 2.5 Tetris lead early on. We've started game 2 up top.
Yeah. So again, Dog just, such an incredible roller, but he is also an incredible DAS player. He won his, I believe, first ever live DAS tournament at Stillwater, where he defeated his brother Pixel Andy in a best-of-5 finals. It went all the way to the 5th game.
Those two got a history.
Yeah. And that match might be known as, I don't know if there's an official name for it, but it could be very well called Flygate.
Whoa.
Where there was a fly flying around in game 5.
Cole passing up the Tetris to fill in the line dependency on the left. That's a very risky move. It did pay off, but that could have backfired tremendously.
Oh, Cole setting up the Vits. We'll see if he gets it. What a swag move if it makes it work for him. He's going to take the skips. He's trying to just avoid any possible burns here. And there's the Vits for Cole.
And it pays off. But a 4 Tetris lead for Dog in game 2. He is in cruise control. Close game up top. 380-point difference, but we're still early.
Oh my gosh, Cole is playing with fire here. He just managed to pull that off. Setting up the right skims to get that open, get the multiple long bars. He's still in this versus Dog. It's just a 5 Tetris deficit, which is significant for Dog, a significant lead. But Cole's in it. He's got a strong board.
But the matches are compressed in his play style, Scout. Yeah.
Ooh, 2 long bars. He didn't have anything good to do with them. That's the paradox of long bars. They're the most important piece, except they're terrible for board parity.
Yep.
You generally, that's why you see players just throw them over to the very far left whenever they can, because it's the one place where they won't affect your stack by default. So Dog here really pouring it on, taking advantage. So unless Cole pulls off some crazy magic here, Dog is going to try and coast this to the finish line as much as he can.
But all it takes is one mistake in a transition in level 19. It's a compressed game. Once you hit 19, you're basically only dealing with half of your matrix. And that will accentuate any mistakes, and that gives plenty of runway for an opponent to make up that large deficit.
Yeah, and again, Vance up here really hanging in here with Pixel Andy. Took Pixel Andy all the way to the end of the game last time with, just 3 Tetris difference. And here he's only 40,000 points behind. Vance probably one of the most underrated DAS players relative to, I think, skill versus name recognition out there. Really showing his stuff here this year, and we love to see it. Oh no, Cole in another do or die situation. Needs a long bar now.
That's not going to help.
Yeah, he only gets 2 skims, so can he get anything over to the left? And that's going to be it.
Dog's going to take game number 2. And we're so used to players being able to maneuver out of those situations at the top of the board, but in this is old school CTWC.
Yeah.
This is how it used to be.
Yeah, there used to be a lot of 18 top outs back in the day. You tend to forget about those because they're short, but
it was the conservative risk taking was one of Jonas Neubauer's greatest attributes in his play style. He just knew exactly when to turn on up and down the aggression. Yeah. And you even see our modern players struggling with dialing back the aggression there, and Cole is definitely one of the more aggressive players out there, and that's how he's made a name for himself, but it backfired that time. Yeah,
I mean, the nice thing that we've been able to see is really the progression of players pushing each other. You can't just coast. Like I think Jonas was the first player that really honed in all of the like fundamentals of competitive Tetris play, where it's the opposite of going for PBs, where you just go full throttle, and if you top out, well, it's fine. You have 1,000 games to get it.
Exactly.
In competitive play, you have to play safe. You have to take the skims. You have to try and get to level 28 or 29 almost every time. And Cole, oh my gosh, playing with fire here again, gets the Tetris to survive another day. But we saw basically with the wonderful work that Sonic, Hannah, and Andrew Meep have been doing with the stats project, we've really seen what Jonas was achieving on a statistical level. He was going for consistent 600K. Like, that would win him CTWC titles. It's what you needed back then. Cole again. Oh no, and
Cole.
This is going to be it for Cole, most likely. Oh, he gets the L piece over. This
Not
is
over.
He needs the perfect skims.
One line helps.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, okay, it's a chase down. 78,000 points is needed.
Can Dog do this? Very big chase down.
He has 200 lines to do this.
Oh, he's going to try and do this with a push down? Oh, he can do a tie.
No.
There we go, a tie.
Uh-oh. 1 point win.
I don't think we want to do this. By
10.
the way, this is...
he got 10. He got a 10.
Okay, he got 10. All right, yes. We have seen players do this. So Scooty was a bit of a troll in the Stillwater DAS tournament. He extended his match to Matt Martin from 3 games to 4 by doing an intentional tie. While we're on the time crunch, we do want players to win their matches if they have the ability to. But that was pretty good by Dog there to win by 10 points.
So we got transitions up top. 510 transition for Vance, which is normally pretty good, but Pixelandy with a 550 transition.
And what a clutch survival moment there by Vance to survive that moment. We saw he like missed a piece. He had a misdrop, and then he recovered the dash. Like, this is so hard.
Yeah, this is a race to see who can get their board cleaned up. Pixelandy has the advantage. He needs 1 Mino to fill in.
Mm-hmm.
So now he's clean, and now Vance is in the danger zone for Das. You don't want to be any higher than this. Can he get anything to the left?
Well, he's trying to load the dash. Is he going to get the piece?
They can't get it over, and Pixelandy's going to take game number 2.
Yeah. But GG's to Vance for surviving that long. That was the do or die situation. So you saw what he was doing there. He was throwing pieces to the right that didn't really belong there, but he was trying to have that perfect dash load so he could even have a chance of getting a piece to the left. That's the special challenge of DAS, where sometimes you have to make suboptimal moves in isolation to increase your chances of survivability in the future. It really is a juggling act.
Yeah. So, thumbs up from our judge. Let's count them down in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. All right, so as we start game number 3 here and a little less action, let's shout out a couple sponsors here.
Yeah.
Big shout out to the Tetris Company for sponsoring all 16 CTWCs. They've been with us since day 1.
It's incredible.
And I should widen up my thing so I can read it properly. Congratulations on 40 years of Tetris. Don't forget to follow @TetrisOfficial on Instagram to keep up on all things Tetris. So they helped us out also for the Jonas Cup this year. And also a big, huge shout out to the PRGE Gaming Expo, Portland Retro Gaming Expo, the granddaddy of the Retro Gaming Expos, the first one to be in a big convention center like this. Back in the day, they used to be in a hotel, like just up the street in a weird garage.
Oh, man.
And it's grown up into this big, beautiful building that we come to every year. They've hosted us for 12 years, and now they're the home of the Jonas Neubauer Cup. And if you're into retro gaming or retro culture or Japan stuff or comic books or anything 80s or 90s or 2000s, you got to check it out. It's one of the best in the country, and you're missing if you can't come out.
Yeah.
They're trolling again. Scott's another tie score. I also got to say, Pixelandy is one of the few people that can pull off wearing their own brand. Like, you got Pixelandy and you got the Ramones. Like, wear your own T-shirt and, look good doing it. When some people wear their own T-shirts, a little cheesy, like Kingsman. It just doesn't work when Kingsman does it.
I mean, as he said in his 8 million point world record setting score, I am Pixelandy. And not Zempro with the $1.69 contribution. Every little bit helps. We appreciate our stream director back there.
If it was anybody but Zempro, we wouldn't read those terrible numbers on stream, but we love Zempro.
Well, yeah, so I mean, to really put into perspective what Pixel has done for the DAS scene. So again, Jonas Neubauer, his median scores in the CTWC years were around 600K. And he knew that. Like, again, he had the potential to potentially get more, but he knew, like, if he could get 600K almost every time, he would win. Pixel Andy, his median score for 2025 is 970,000 points. That's the score that used to get you like a top 3 or 4 seed in CTWC way back in the day. Or like number 2 seed. Like getting a single max out
that was a big
was
deal.
Considered a big deal. And now Pixel Andy gets it almost every game.
Somebody was asking me about history yesterday about where were you when Quaid got his first max out on quals. Like, it wasn't even on stream.
Yeah.
We didn't bother streaming. Like, you just got in line and went to a station off to the side. So we didn't have a recorded max out until 2019.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, Pixel Andy, just like every aspect of his game is so good. Because again, his median score, 974,000. His 28 percentage, again, over 70%. Nobody else is even remotely close. Like the closest I think is Scooty around 51%. And then you say, all right, well, you can get a very high fair 28 percentage by just lining out the kill screen. Andy does not do that. He is the number 3 ranked pacer in the world. So he's far more consistent than anybody else. And as far as pacing, he's like number 3. You apply both of those, it's an incredibly lethal combo.
I mean, it's amazing, those stats. What's even more amazing, you're not grabbing those off a notebook or a computer. You got those in your brain. Scout, go. But 1.5 Tetris lead here for Vance early on. Well, we're about halfway to the transition. It's not early. It's mid. But both boards are clean. Maybe a little bit of a tower issue in the middle for Vance, but he's going to clean this up with a couple burns. And we're kind of just waiting here what happens at transition, because that's kind of been the story of these early games is the 19 hasn't progressed the same way as the 18 game has.
Yeah. And that's another thing. So like back in the day, NXMB, Aron Angel, $10 contribution. Thank you so much.
That's a hard name to chant. I remember in Cologne they were chanting all the names as the donations came up, but you have to get a better screen name if you want us to chant.
No, I know. It's got to be something easily readable, but we will read all your names.
Did have a Brat shirt on. Maybe we could have chanted Brat.
Brat, yes.
This lead's grown Tetris there.
But yeah, so again, another thing that puts the perspective into for the CTWC era, Not Zempra with the $4.98 contribution. Thank you so much. A 400,000 transition was considered good in the old CTWC era. That's what you would shoot for in competition. Like Green Tea, who had the most consistent getting to 400,000. He only had one early tap out ever in his CTWC years. Consistent, but the 400K is what you shoot for. Same as Jonas going for 600K overall. Now, 400K doesn't cut it. If you want to be a top player, you have to be shooting for 500, 600K. Like, you want a high 500K transition average, which back in that day, that's what you'd be going for if you're trying for a max out or a PB.
Right.
But now that the standard is a max out, you have to shoot for that. You can't play it safe even on 18.
Even in DAS. It doesn't,
even
the
in
playstyle
DAS.
doesn't matter. It's any playstyle. You need 500 plus.
AOI.FE with the $2.02 contribution. Thank you so much.
She was in a silver tournament yesterday, and I kept butchering her name. I apologize. Afi, I believe.
Afi, yes. And so both of our players transition. Vance with the 50,000 point lead over Andy going in transition.
And he's got the cleaner board. Andy dealing with a column 9 situation. He's going to clean up with a double there.
Yeah, so Vance is doing what he needs to do to stay in this match. This is a win or die game for him, and he can't count on Andy to top out early. He has to outpace Andy. And DeGrangle won with the $5 contribution. Thank you so much. Andy with the center. Oh, is he going
to build this up?
Yeah,
I think you are. Take the triple.
He's taking the triple. Again, he's got so much experience. He knows when to throttle his aggression. Maybe he would take that versus, when he's facing Fractal or Scooty later on against Vance. He's also trying to play the odds too. He's like, all right, I'm going to play this out.
You're up 2 games to 0. I mean, maybe just lead your opponent into making a mistake. I don't know.
Yeah, and Vance now in a difficult situation is going to try and survive this.
Okay.
Paxel Cat with a $25 contribution. Thank you so much. Vance needs the right pieces. He's going to take the burn there. It's going to extend the dig, though. Laura with the $8 contribution. Thank you so much.
Pixelandy about to take the lead. Only a 1,000-point difference. He's Tetris ready. Knocks it down, takes the lead. Here we go. Buckle up.
So Vance, his lead has evaporated. You can see a little bit of a smile on his face, but he is clean. Now he's ready to Tetris and take this lead back. Has to take a triple. Andy gets the Tetris, and so does Vance.
Half Tetris difference. Here we go. 50 lines to go.
It's going to be a fight to the finish.
Knocks it down.
Tetris for Vance. Both these players so clean, so lean, so mean on the screen. And Andy with the Tetris. Vance cannot take advantage of that long bar. Is going to be one Tetris behind in the cycle now. Has to take some skims. Myth with the $20 contribution. Thank you.
You got Vince cheering for Vance.
Yeah.
That's a mouthful.
Kapunkt with the $6.70 contribution. I was
right.
waiting for more of the 6-7 contributions.
Here we go. Oh, Lord.
Hey, keep it coming. If you want to donate $6.70, we'll accept it every time.
You can just see the 19 consistency of Pixelandy. He's just throttling that aggression up, ratcheting it up. Now he's a Tetris ahead with 20 lines to go.
Booskop with the $10 contribution. Thank you so much as we're throttling towards the finish line. Andy on the verge of closing this out.
Yep. We have a 1,000,000-point potential here for Andy.
Scooty Uncle Cox Danny J with the $5 contribution. Thank you. Vance is shaking his head. He knows he's got to go for it. He's got to go perfect.
All right.
He's got 2 more Tetrises available, and he's trying to set it for the center well. He knows he's got to go for one more to have a chance, and you see Andy doing it too.
Oh.
And the tucks. Oh, Vance, it's not quite working out.
Andy at 994, trying to get extra here.
He's going for the Tetris. Will Andy get it? He's got it set up.
Oh! 994.
Oh, Vance was trying for 2, and Andy's going to take it.